One second, Gabriella.
Hey, Liz.
Hey, what?
Okay, so now you can hear me, right?
Yep.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. I was worried about that.
No, I can hear you. I just don't see you. Do you hear Emmy? She hears Emmy. Okay. So we are going to get started. So Emily is on. She'll be talking. We might not be able to see her face, but she is on here. Okay, come here for a second. Let's see. Just bear with me for a minute. I'm sorry.
Mommy.
Hi,
Where are you, dear? Okay.
why stop though?
What's that?
Why stop?
Your what stopped? Your,
Why can't
you can't hear me? Oh, the TV? Sorry.
No. Lindsay,
What?
do you know what's saying?
Yeah, she can't see you.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I can't see you either. You have to turn on the video.
Oh. There you go.
There's Auntie Emmy. I gotta turn off that TV though. Okay, so depending on how she is, because I want this to record good, I might take her upstairs so that you guys can so that it can be a clear recording and we don't hear her in here, and then I'll just listen to the recording because I want to
If you can be on here as much as you can. Ask me questions for the.
Okay. Well, otherwise, what I'll do is I'll bring my phone and I'll get on a different way. But I want to make, because I mean, otherwise I can mute myself, but still on YouTube they can still hear her. So then the recording stinks because she's loud. So so yeah, that might happen. I have a little delay. Am I delayed on there? Okay, let's go. You go get your Wawa.
But you just know what I've been talking about and what we've been talking about, and the questions that you've asked me previously that I've helped you with.
Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. Okay, so we're gonna get started. I'm super pumped to have Emily on today. We had met up and she was giving me, I've kind of been stuck with what to post. So I've been posting, you know, I'm just in a rut because I'm in a different transition of life. So I want, she was sharing with me what she's been studying and learning. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's why you're killing it and attracting like kick-ass people. So I asked her as she was giving me all these tips, I'm like, why don't you just jump on our team call and give everybody this information? Because you guys, like, I can't stress enough how important this time right now is. Like, there's big things that are about to happen with Beachbody, with Shift Shop opening up next month, with Summit coming up next month, with the launch of the UK. Like, we're actually going to help you guys out with the launch of the UK. We're game planning a call and a system for you, but it's going to explode if you guys are doing this work. And this is going to set you up to attract those right people to you, and not the people like you who are showing up on this call, not people who, you know, don't show up on the calls, and the people that you have to pull with you. We want the people who are like us that are getting on these calls. And so this is really going to help you attract those type of people who are just like you. Okay, so first I have to give some major shout outs. And Melissa's Brian around because he's at the top of the leaderboard. Brian Puccello, which is Melissa, has 10 Success Club points. Melissa has 8. Amanda Roberts has 8. I have 8. Nicole Ames has 4. Oh, Nikki Rockefeller has 8. Nicole Ames has 4. Emily Hansen has 4. Emily Drosy has 4. And she had texted me and said it was 6 tonight. Carrie Mishad has 4. Erin Johnston has 4. Carla, which is Missy. Brito has 4. Yeah, Emmy. Yes, Emmy. Shh, you gotta be quiet though. Angela Richardson has 2. Brooke Podner has 2. Lindsay Rigoni has 2. Derek Jukala, which is Brooke, has 2. Abby Gerard has 2. Andrea Fox has 2. Callie Young has 2. Janice Gerard has 2. Katie Leto has 2. Serena Boland has 2. Stop. Shh. Lindy Humble has 2. Samantha Middleton has 2. And Ashley Cummings has 2. So way to go, you guys. This is awesome. And all of you that have 2, stop. Let's go get a treat. Go find a treat, okay? Go get a chocolate. Oh. I'm trying to, okay, I'm going to let Emily take over. Awesome job. I know that those 2 will turn to 5s. Way to go, everybody. So, Emily, I'm just going to give it to you right now.
Okay. Okay, guys, so I am really excited to do this. I'm actually really freaking nervous, though, but that just makes me even more excited because I believe the more uncomfortable that I get, the more uncomfortable you get, the more that you're going to grow and the better things are going to happen for you. So make yourself uncomfortable because it sucks, but you're just going to grow from it. So, and so here how it's going to, I'm going to guys tell you my story, and then I'm going to give you a little bit about what I do for the business because I do it a little bit differently from my sister. It just works for me better. And then I'm gonna go into the attraction marketing. And please write down any questions you have. Because like I said, I had a glass of wine and I'm nervous, but I'm gonna do my best and perform for you guys. And I have so much in my head, in my mind for you. I have notes everywhere, so I'm just gonna do this the best I can, and it's gonna be great. So you will definitely want to take notes and also do the recording because yeah, I know this is going to be a little bit of everywhere, but I'm going to do my best. So, yeah. I wish I could see all of you at the same time, but I can't do that. Okay. Okay, I'll look at Melissa. All right, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to go in and tell you a little bit about my story. So I have been coaching for about 6.5 years. My sister and I, we signed up at the same time. We went over to Mindy Wender's house, and Mindy Wender, she did a super basic info for us. And I was like, hey, I can work out, I can look good, and I can make money. That's all the help I was sold. But little did I know that when you started becoming a coach, I had to work on myself, and that included the personal development aspect of it. And at that time, I was bulimic. So with my story, when Liz and I signed up, and I was, oh gosh, see, I'm already starting getting the mess up. But with that time, I needed to help myself first before I could really help anyone else. I just wasn't in the right mindset to be that good of a coach. I did hit diamond at one point, but then I kind of fell off again. And from then, I have been a discount coach pretty much until the past couple months. I dove back into it. But throughout that time, I did go to college for a year up at Northern, and I just partied, and I went to university, and I just partied and whatnot, and I came back home, and I just worked, and I was really unhealthy. I was still bulimic at the time. I was drinking a lot. I was on prescription medication. I was just medicating myself in a lot of different ways, which is unhealthy. I'm an open book, so please, if you need any information or have any questions about it, let me know. But then and then around that time, I was like, okay, I need to get help. I need to get myself help. So I put myself through a lot of different kinds of therapies, a lot of talk therapies, just for my own healing, my own benefit, through my bulimia. And I have been recovered for 4 years now. I still deal with a lot of anxiety and depression and mood. So if you watch me on Facebook or Instagram, I talk about that because I'm open about it and I'm real with it. It's one of my struggles, but I'm working through it, which is awesome. But yeah, so just 2 years ago, I ended up going to massage therapy school because I was like, I'm either moving or I'm going to school. And I ended up going to massage therapy school because I was sick of talking about my problems, and I just wanted everything out of my body. I am a big into holistic and natural healings. So I went to massage therapy school to get body work done, to release emotions, to release healing, or to release the stuff in my body and to do more healing. And I turned out that like I'm really good at massage therapy and I love it. I help people, but and I'm not knocking anything. This is just my experience. But when you deal with people every single day and are monthly, and it's like they come in to see you for the same shit over and over again, it gets really freaking draining. And I'm not gonna lie, like I swear, you guys all like Melissa knows this, but like it's fucking exhausting. Like dealing with people and just it's like, dude, like change your life. Like go lose 50 pounds, you know, and maybe we can work on this. So I am noticing that I am very sensitive to other people and I can't like block that. So anyway, the past massage therapy is great, but it's not my thing. Like I need to be doing this. I have so many goals and dreams to live a life that I want to be able to move wherever I want. And I just don't want to live a life that I don't love. And that is my main thing. And I know me becoming a successful Beachbody coach will in return mean that I am at my most healthy, optimal state, because they go hand in hand. The more you grow personally, the more you're going to grow in your business. So just remember that personal growth is key to this business. But anyway, so I am still just a coach. I do have my boyfriend signed up underneath me. This is my second month working the business. So I've hit Success Club 6 last month, Success Club 6 this month, and I should be hitting 10 this month, so I'm super excited. It's all just kind of working out. But that's just a little bit about my story, and I know that when I am ready, that when God, the universe, is ready for me to be responsible enough and to be able to coach people for their businesses, like I'm gonna fucking explode. Like my business is just gonna explode because I have been preparing myself for the past 6 years to be able to do this. And I'm not saying it's gonna take you guys 6 years or whatever, but do what you have to do now because God, the universe, whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter, is preparing you to be that good in the future to help these other people. So those are just my beliefs, and that's what I believe. And when it's my time, like it's gonna be my time, and I'm gonna go like Emerald, Diamond, like 5-star probably within like 6 months, and it's gonna be awesome. But anyway, so that was a little bit about my story. Again, I'm kind of nervous, so if you do have any questions with it, like let me know, and I'm an open book. But so Liz wanted me to talk about a little bit about what I do in the business and also about marketing, because that is something I've been studying, and that's something that, you know, this business is. So if you are looking at anything that you want to learn more about Beachbody or network marketing, it is attraction marketing. It is how we present ourselves. It's you know, what people are attracted to and how we attract people to us. So anyway, this is what I do. I have been following Haley Christian for the past 2 months, like obsessively. It's kind of weird. I have like a huge girl crush on her, and one day she's gonna be my best friend. So, but anyway, so for the past couple months, I've been following Haley, and she has this thing where she calls it the Gangster Rap Connection, and this is basically her power hour. And this is what jives for me because I have done the power hour before, and I just okay. I have some negative emotions or feelings towards the power hour, so it's like a complete turn off for me. So this is what I do. Every morning I get up and I wish and I pray. I pray to God for him to help me believe in this business more, and for him to help me believe in me more. And then whatever else I need help with that day. So like today I prayed for him to help me to speak what I needed to do for you guys. So every morning I get up, I pray, I meditate for probably in between 7 to 15 minutes. A lot of times I just meditate on I can, I am, and I will. I can, I am, and I will. And then I just visualize, like, what can I do? What am I doing? What will I do? Otherwise, it is, please help me help more people. And I'll just say those over and over again. And again, I'll visualize it. Because what you do, what you focus on, you're going to bring out into the universe, into your life. So I know by me doing those things each morning, I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's going to freaking happen. So pray and meditate, you guys. Like what you bring out to the universe, it's going to come back into you. So I do that every single morning. I did it today and it was awesome. You feel better after it. So that's what I do with that. And then you guys, like, this business, it is like, I have a note saying right here, it says fuck everyone. Like, don't worry about what anyone else thinks and just put blinders on and do what you need to do. Get your energy to come out into what you're doing and into your work. And like every morning when you're doing your power hour, like get excited about it. Put music on, dance around, go for a walk, be outside, but get that energy flowing, the positive energy. If you're just gonna be sitting here, like when I sit here on this desk and I'm sitting here just like typing to people, I'm like second guessing myself, like, wow, that sounds really shitty, that sounds salesy, like it's like, fuck it all. Turn your music on and just jam out. Let your attitude come out of it. Like, sometimes I told my sister yesterday, I was like, I think I do this business better when I drink wine because I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks of me. You know, like, right? Melissa's laughing because I deal with anxiety, I deal with depression, I deal with my mind constantly. So when I'm drinking or when I'm on Energizer, like, everything just comes out. So anyway, just put your blinders on, focus on you, be yourself, let your attitude come out and have fun with it because people are going to be attracted to you. So if you work it and not care what others think, you will become successful. Like, if people want to delete you off Facebook, let them delete you because you only get 5,000 friends. So that makes more room for those awesome people in your life who you're going to connect with to be able to come into your life. So if people want to delete you, then just say peace out. Like, it's all good. So that's just a little bit about that. And so I know they say like to do a power hour, but honestly, guys, it's like a proven fact that if that sometimes it's almost like if you have like a shorter amount of time to do something, the more shit you're gonna get done. So I told my I put timers on for like 20 minutes throughout the day because I'm such a head case. That I'll be like running around and be like, Emily, you have time right now, so put 20 minutes on and I will sit down, I'll put on music and I'll do 20 minutes of messages, and let me tell you, those messages are the best messages that I put out that time. Just because I only have 20 minutes to do it, my music's on, I'm focused, and when I go onto like Facebook or whatever, or to check something else, I'm like, no, Emily, go back to your messages. Like, go back to your messages. So if you have to set timers for yourself throughout the day, then do that. Just make the business work however it is going to work for you. So this is what I do every other day, because if you try to do it every day, it gets overwhelming. And I missed yesterday because I just did, and it's not a big deal. I'm getting back into it today. But I do a list of 26 names because there are 26 lines on a piece of paper. And that's how easy and simple I am, and that's what Lily Kirsten does, and she's going to be like a 9-star diamond coach, and it took her a year and a half, so whatever she is doing is working, so I'm going to do what she's doing. And it says, be simple, blast music, let your attitude come out. Believe in everything that you say because it's the truth. Believe in everything that you are doing because it works. Believe in the Shakeology. Believe in the workout programs. Believe in the coaching opportunity. Believe in it and have confidence in it because it works. But the only way that you're going to believe in it and have confidence in it is if you're doing it. So make sure you guys are drinking your shakes, doing your workouts, and doing the business, because once you start doing it, you know it's going to work, and then the confidence is going to come out. So anyway, the first group of names, well, I do about 10 friend requests a day. Well, every other day. I'm sorry, 10 friend requests every other day. And I'll go through and I just, like Nikki said before, you just go through and you just, accept a friend request or send out the friend request, and I do not send any messages with that. It's just a friend request. So the first group of names that I talk to are the groups of names, that you friend requested the day before and they accepted it. So if you have like 5 groups of girls who accepted your friend request, then I have their name and I go through and I'll go through, message them, and just let them know, like, hey, thanks for the ad, I really appreciate it. I love your hair. Like, where'd you get it done? Or I just saw your name pop up and I really like your shirt. Or I saw your name pop up and where were you? Like, I want to go to that place. Like, where was your picture taken? Something super, super basic and super simple. Sometimes I'll even be like, hey, girl, thanks for the ad. Let's chat soon, okay? Because, like, I'm acting like I'm really freaking busy. So sometimes I do that, sometimes I don't. And they're like, yeah, for sure. Like, can't wait to talk to you, that kind of stuff. Because they see on my page what I'm posting about. And what I'm posting about is awesome content. So, yeah, they're going to want to talk to me. So a lot of times it's just, you're just trying to make new best friends. That's all this business is about. It's just making new best friends, connecting with people, whether or not they join as a challenger or with your business, just make new best friends. And that is the intention that I come in with every single day, because otherwise I get anxiety and I'm like, no, Emily, just make new best friends. So that's the first group of people. The second group of people are my thank you messages, from the day before. And these thank you messages are messages that people have either liked or commented on my posts. So you'll see, if you follow me on Facebook, I will do a post about, like if I'm working out or just about my life, or with Mike, or, me being an auntie, or like the coaching business or something like that. If they commented or liked on any of that kind of stuff, I'm just going to go and message them and say, hey, girl, thanks for giving me the love and support. I just wanted to say thank you, because this business can be awkward as fuck, and I really appreciate it. And that's all I say. I do not ask them a question. I do not try to get to know them or anything like that. All I'm doing is thanking them, because I truly, in my heart, appreciate them for liking and supporting my stuff, because this business is really hard for me. So that's all I'm doing. I'm just sending out the love that they're sending me back to me. And half the time they're like, oh, you're so welcome, like all that kind of stuff. And that's all I let it be. And it's really great to start building a relationship. But you have to do your job. Like, if you do not do your job and post about that kind of stuff, then you are not going to have anyone to thank. The third group of people, or the third group of people, are my second thank yous, and those are people that I've already previously thanked you. And these are the best kind of thank you messages, because these always turn into a natural invite. Like, I never do hard invites. I'm never like, hey girl, like, I'm doing this, challenge group right now. Do you want to join with me? Like, I think you'd be great at it. Like, I do not do that, because it gives, like, I just don't do it. So I always talk to these people, like, for my second thank yous, it's just like, thank you so much for the love, or hey girl, I really see you giving me all this love and support. It really means a lot. But I have to ask you, are you interested in what I do are you interested in what I do, whether it be health, fitness, or make it a business like I do? I mean, I just have to ask, because if it weren't for this, I'd still be working massage therapy full time, hating my life, not having a way out. And I'd just feel like a dick if I didn't ask you to this. I have a sneak peek group going right now. Why don't I add you into it to see if it's for you? And that just turns into a supernatural invite. It's not scary. Everything just kind of it kind of works out. It kind of flows like that. And those are my invites, guys. Like, that's what I consider my invites. And then another way I also consider my invites is that when I'm talking to people, like when I'm busting out these messages and that kind of thing, and people are going to be messaging me back, and I do not get back to them. I either wait until that night or the morning or the next morning. Like, even if it's 24 hours, I will, like, to me, it doesn't matter. Just because that's what works best for me. But so I'll be busting out these messages, and they're gonna be getting back to me, and like I'm not gonna get back to them until I can, until 12 hours, 24 hours, and then I'll be like, oh hey girl, I'm so sorry, I've been so busy getting ready for my BABC. That's what I call my challenge group, because it's my badass boot camp. But anyway, how are you doing? Or what's going on? And they're like, oh, like what's your BABC? And I'm like, oh, I didn't tell you about it. Like, it's my badass boot camp. I'm so excited. The girls are great. The energy's awesome. Hey, we just started. Do you want to join with us? And it just turns out to be such a natural invite. Or my success partner and I, we do sneak peek groups, or whatever I feel like talking about that day. I'll be like, hey girl, I'm so sorry. I've been so busy doing this coach training, and I'm so excited about it. The girls are awesome. But anyway, how's your day? And I'm just mind fucking them. Like, I'm just putting it out there in their ear, and they're like, oh, like, what's that coach training? And I'm like, oh, like, it's awesome. Like, this is what we do. Like, why don't I put you in my sneak peek group to see if it's something that you'd like to do? And it just comes into like such a natural invite, and those are what I consider my invite, even if they don't, or even if they don't want to do it, or even if they completely go off my badass boot camp, because that is still planting a seed, because they see then on my posts what I'm doing every single day. So that was the third group. The third way to invite was my third group of people. With the second invite, when I just tell them, hey, like, I see you giving me all this love and support, but have you ever thought about what I do help this business wise? Like, you guys, you have to ask these people this stuff, because they don't know what we do as coaches, and it's like, and this business is so amazing. Like, this opportunity is so great that sometimes, I don't know about you, I get so scared to ask people because I'm just worried about myself. But it's not about you, it's about them. And if they don't want it right now, if they're not interested in it, like, that's totally fine, because they are still going to be seeing you posting in your life and what you're doing, and in return, they're going to come back around at some point. So just remember that, okay? And then the fourth group of people I do to fill up my last 26 names are just from my random list, my random friends. And it's just going through, picking out people that I haven't talked to in forever. And I'm still working on this, because I have a lot of dudes on my list, and not that guys are bad, but a lot of people who I just don't jive with at all. They're just not my target market. They're not people that I want on my team. But anyway, so that's why I'm adding so many new friends. It's because I have to build up my random friends list. But those invites, are those conversations, are me just talking to them, seeing how they're doing. Like, hey, I haven't talked to you in 100 years. How are you doing? Hey, it's been forever since we talked. Like, what's going on in your life? Super basic stuff, guys. And I'm just really being interested in these people. And I'm always sending it with a lot of explanation points, a lot of emojis, bringing out so much excitement in my messages. And if these people aren't sending me emojis or explanation points back or anything like that, then kind of right there, I just kind of know that they're not my people. Which is totally fine, because then, like, hey, move on. It's like, you're either my girl or you're not. And I'm working on this myself. But if they're not your person, like, if you can tell right away, like, hey, like, this just conversation isn't going anywhere, then just let it go. And then just move on to the next person. So that's what I do every other day. And it's been working out really well for me. So, if you have any questions on that, like, let me know. But there's one thing that Haley Christian, she does do. Don't be afraid to hit send. She has a hashtag and it says, "Don't be a bitch, hit send." Like, this is a business. Don't worry about what that person's going to think about you, or if that person's going to delete you, if whatever. Don't be a bitch, hit send, because it's a business. Like, do you want to hit your goals or do you not? And I literally have to tell myself this all the time. Like, I'm like, don't be a bitch. Like, hit fucking send, because this is embarrassing. Like, you're scared to send this message. Like, if they delete you, you're not going to die. Like, it's totally fine. So that's what I do every other day with the Gangster Rap Connection. Put on music, have fun with it, enjoy yourself, and just make new best friends, okay? So now, Liz, and like, the thing about this, guys, is that, like, it's a business, so you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. Melissa, did you type something? I don't know if I saw that or not.
I totally didn't want to distract you. I didn't mean for that. Sorry.
It's okay, please do it. What's...
Yeah, you hit on a key point, and I just wanted to reiterate to everybody, it's so big when they don't respond or they don't feel like your vibe. They're going to be like that in 6 months, or drag you. Like, there's follow-ups, but then a follow-up to me is more like you've had a good conversation, follow-up, or it's a challenger you're checking on, versus asking the same person 50 times because they're not going to be ready yet. You'll still be there. Let those people go and move on. But it's like the peace out, Girl Scout, gotta go.
Yes. No, I agree with that 100%. So there can be a lot of time and energy wasted on just doing those conversations that are getting nowhere. Like, if you're talking about, like, good stuff, health stuff, like, really in depth and getting to know these people, like, really on a deep level, hell yeah, that's the person that you want. Those are the girls that you want to have, the guys that you want to make relationships with. People that are going to talk about life and the good stuff and the bad stuff. But if you're talking about, like, random ass shit, like, you know, like, change the conversation, you know, try to get deeper with them or whatever, but otherwise just move on. So anyway, let's see.
Before you get started, I want you, like, Emily said that she does it every other day, that she does her Gangster Rap connections every other day. But on those other days, you're returning messaging and following up, right?
Yes. On the off, when I'm not doing those messages, this is what I do for my Gangster Rap Connection day. That's what I do. And then on the next day, on the other days, I just do connections. And that is when you connect with people. That is when you take the time and you talk to them. And that's when I mind fuck them, is the next day. And I'm like, hey, I'm so sorry. You know, like, I'm so sorry. This is, you know, whatever. I'm so busy. And that's when you make connections.
Sam asked if you could hold that up again. Hold your notebook up again.
Okay. So it's AFR, and that's accepted friend request. And then, oh no, those are friend requests right there. And the AFR is accepted friend request. So those are people I sent messages out to, and I said thank you. And then these are thank you messages right here, and those are just, hey girl, thanks for the love and support. I really appreciate it. Please don't ever stop. I do not do invites with those. I do not ask any questions unless I know they're gonna be like my best friend. Down here are my those are like my second thank yous down here. And it all kind of depends. Like, I'll go through and sometimes like the second thank you, or sometimes it's whatever. It all just kind of depends. And then down on the bottom are my FUs, my follow-ups. And then if I want to get real crazy, or actually a lot of times I do love bombs on the side. So guys, like my head is always scattered. It's crazy. Having something consistent is tough for me, so I just do my best. And yeah, so just keep doing it, keep failing forward, and keep pushing. But anyway, so none of this stuff is gonna work. None of these thank yous are gonna work. None of the follow-ups like are gonna work unless you post like a boss. I was talking to Liz about this, and I heard something the other day because I watch a shit ton of stuff. When you sign as a Beachbody coach, and if you want to make this a business, your social media is not about fun anymore. It's about business. It's not about, it's work. So you need to post like a boss. And 98% of my posts are invites. You guys, like, you can be inspirational, but like, good job if you are inspirational, but you also want to have a business. So after all of my posts, I have, like, at the end, it just says, I'm here to help. Girl, I'm here to help. Like, I'm here to chat if you need me. I'm just letting these people know that when and if they're ready, like, hey, I'm here to help. And now that I've been doing it for about a month and a half, 2 months, people are literally coming to me and they're like, okay, like, I want to know what you're doing now. Because I'm letting them know that I'm here. And I'm also always posting, like, at the end of my post, I'm like, my next BABC is starting July 3rd. Let me know if you want to get in. And that is not an icky invite. That is, I'm not posting, like, join my 21-day fix challenge group. I'm not posting any of that stuff. Like, in my opinion, I don't even use any of the Beachbody stuff or the Beachbody names. I mean, yeah, if people ask me, like, I'm not hiding it, but you want to create curiosity. And that's why people are like, what is your BABC? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, this is what I'm doing. And I usually bring that to a message behind the scenes. So 98% of your posts should be invites. And if you're doing, like, Liz does sneak peeks. I do sneak peeks now because I feel like it's important for me to have my own and people to see my face. Like, tonight I'll probably post on Facebook, be like, and I'm going to be really honest with them and be like, guys, like, I was really effing scared to do this call because this business is really hard for me. But, like, for my new, for our training or for coaching, if you want to know what I do, I have a sneak peek starting on the 3rd, on July 3rd. And it's not icky. I'm not trying to be salesy or anything like that. But it's just a way for people to be like, oh, okay, like, she's here to help. But anyway, you're either going to be inviting to the challenge, you're going to be inviting to your sneak peek, a training or coaching or some sort. I'm not saying, like, all the time, but, like, the majority of the time, your post should all be about invites because you are running a business. And you want to blow it up, you guys. Like, if you're having a challenge group or you're having these trainings, like, blow the stuff up because it's really important. But the post just can't be, like, super, out there. They need to tell a story. And it needs to be about why it's changed your life, how it's changed your life, why they should join you, like, how it could change their life. And you need to be confident in the posts. Because, like, I'm really confident in my posts because I'm committed to this, and I know for a fact, like, if these people join my challenge group, I know for a fact it's going to work because they're going to show up every day because I've showed up every day, and if they commit to it, it's going to work. So be confident with that kind of stuff. And the invite, just make it super simple, very nonchalant.
Emily, I'm going to stop you for 1 minute. So yeah. Melissa wanted to see a post invite. So I went to your Instagram, and did you guys see the picture of Emily that I posted with the team information? Okay, so that picture, underneath that picture on Instagram, she put, like, for real, is this my life right now? For me to feel like this before, I'd be popping Addies and a shit ton of monsters. Oh my God, so much energy. And feel alive. Pretty sure I woke Mike up from dancing around the house. He's jealous. I can't help it. It's day 20 of 21. F yeah. We are killing it. Dude, next BABC starts July 3rd. You know you are curious, and it has, like, 2 girls dancing with the phone to message her. So that's an invite right there. She's sending out an invite for her challenge group. And it gives curiosity, and it's exactly who she is. Like, yeah, she has a horrible potty mouth, worse than me. And so she wants to attract people like that, because if you're not working with the people who you are like you, it's really hard to have that connection. So, I mean, I'm not saying if you don't swear, you don't want to post something like Emily does, because then you're going to attract a bunch of her, and then you're going to be scared and for even getting on the phone with them. But that's just an example. If you go to her Instagram though and look at the way that she is, of course you can't and you can't, I actually cringe whenever I see somebody copy and paste they'll go to a top coach and they'll copy and paste word for word basically what they say for an invite. And you can't do that. You have to be you have to be genuine. So for this and the way that she does it, it's not even coming off as an invite, but people just want to jump in because of her energy. You can feel her energy flowing right through the post. And that's where you have to get. So if you're funny, then add funny stuff in. And did you guys notice how the things, okay, these my sister was a mess, and she still is half the time with all these her emotions and everything, but she puts that out there as it's almost her insecurity she's putting out there, because that's what's going to draw people to her, are people with the same exact thing, because they're like, oh my gosh, she got off of taking Adderall, she got out of her mind that she was crazy, and now she's doing this and killing it. And people are drawn to that. They're drawn to getting help with that. And she's going to connect to these people on that level. So and I mean, I don't need to repeat that, because you guys can go to Instagram and you guys can check out her posts, or Facebook and check out her posts, and just get how her vibe is. And then you really have to figure out what your vibe is to make it happen. But that was just an example, because I knew that if you tried to do an example, you'd bomb it compared to the way that you post.
I appreciate you doing this, because you can tell I'm nervous, I'm talking. So the more you jump in here, it's helping me out, and I really appreciate it. It's helping everyone else out. But just going along with that, you guys, like Liz said, with all my past struggles and with how I'm working through this business, this business it's hard for me. But I know I'm going to attract women like me who are going to do whatever the hell it takes to get better. Because I put myself through a shit ton of therapy, with a ton of money, a ton of time. I've put so much time into this business already, and it is freaking hard for me. But I'm going to attract girls like me who are going to put time and money into themselves and work through this business. So those are the girls that are going to come to me. And like I said before, I don't know when it's gonna happen soon, and when it does, it's gonna explode, because me getting on calls like this is just gonna make me a better leader, because it's really uncomfortable. But I'm just letting all you guys know this. And one of the quotes that I've heard before also is, be the coach that you want to have on your team. That's what I do. I am not gonna lie to you. I follow my sister because I love all of her stuff. I love what she does and her things, but I do not relate to her at all. I do not relate to Melissa at all. I'm just, I don't have kids. I don't relate to that at all. So follow the coaches that you relate to. There are tons of them out there who are successful. Follow the ones that relate to you. Liz is not going to do this business for you. Melissa's not going to do this business for you. Figure out your own shit and go find the people who you jive with. Because that's what I had to do, and if it weren't for Haley, and her, I actually talked to some of her coaches because I really relate to them, and it's been really cool. And it's so funny that all of the shit that they deal with, that they have overcome, I'm overcoming right now, because that's who I'm attracting into my life. It's really weird, but that's how it's working out. Okay, but anyway, so that was some of the posts I do about my invites. And now this is the really important part. You can have the best story ever, but if you don't have a good picture, no one's going to stop and look at your posts. We are on social media. Your pictures, when you take pictures, okay, people are following you because they want to see you. They want to see your smile. I don't know if Brooke Podner's on here, but she does a great job of it. She's always taking selfies. She's always smiling. People want that. You can have awesome before and after pictures, and that is something that you need to have, but people are following you because of your smile. They want to see your smile getting bigger. They want to see you becoming more happy, and then that is what And then people are not attracted necessarily to Beachbody, but they're attracted to you. So just work on yourself. But when you take pictures, have it be of you. And for instance, my sister and I, we went to her husband's baseball game the other day, and I was like, Liz, this should have been a post for you. And she was like, why? And I told her, 6 years ago, Dan had to stop playing softball because Liz needed him home for work or whatever it was. And he had to give that time up. But now, Liz and Dan are both able to play softball. So like when you do a post, take a picture of yourself and really happy, even if you have to like get yourself laughing and smiling, put on music. Like my picture the other day with my spandex on, like I had got like 45 likes from that because I literally danced in front of that freaking mirror and was trying to get my energy up, because the energy that I build is going to be the energy that's in my post, and that's what people are attracted to. So build your energy up. Do what you have to do to make an awesome post. Like, trust me, if you go on my Facebook page, when I'm trying to be all sexy and serious, I get like 8 likes. Because that's not cool. Like, people aren't attracted to that. Like, they're attracted to, like, you know, your confidence, your happiness. So make yourself laugh and have fun with it. Also, I was talking to Liz about this too. If you are a person, like, you see these earrings right here? I wore these just for this tonight because I do not wear earrings like this, like, at all. But just for an instance, for when I'm going through and I'm taking pictures, like, people are obviously going to see your face the same exact, you know, all the freaking time. But if you toss on earrings that you never wear before, people, they don't even know it, but you're mind fucking them because it's like, oh, like, I didn't see that post. And you, in the post, you say the same, basically the same stuff that you're always talking about where you were, how far you've come, kind of like what you've done, you know, in between that, and then you do a little invite. So it's always about capturing the person and like through the picture. And when you're taking pictures, you guys, like, for me to take a picture right here, this is really not good lighting at all. But if I move my phone over here into the natural light, like, do you see the difference in my face and how much more attractive that is? So you want to be taking pictures in front of windows, like, always, or outside. And then you want the pictures to be nice and clean and clear. So always do pictures of yourself. You want them nice and clean, and you want them to be consistent. With Instagram, do the filters. But when you do the filters, stick with one filter because you're marketing yourself. You're doing your brand. Mine is bright colors. Just because that's really easy and I have to get better at it, but I'm failing forward. So you don't have to go through and do all this like research on this stuff, but just continue to do it and you're gonna get better at it. If you don't wear makeup, put makeup on. If you don't wear lipstick, put lipstick on. Liz is always wearing hats, you know, like that's great. But dyeing your hair. Like, I'm just do the shit so people are like, oh wow, she changed it up. Wear glasses. Like, if you don't wear glasses, wear glasses one day. You know, like I literally bought this hat right here because when I wear it, people are like, oh, like, you know, new post, whatever. Buy different clothes, buy different sports bras. You have to do different things because you have to do different things so people read your stuff. So once you get there, like I said before, you can have the best story, but if you are not presenting yourself in a kind of way that people are going to stop and actually look at social media, then it doesn't matter. Let's see, what else do I have with that? I'm like really passionate about that because it makes so much sense. So again, I'm basically telling the same story in my post. I mean, obviously it's a little different. There's always an invite, but I'm capturing these people through my pictures. The pictures are always of me. They're always of my face. There usually depends on, like, I have like 5 things right now I'm working with about who I want to attract to me. Those are kind of a little sketchy for me right now.
Hey, I'm going to stop you for 1 minute because I'm going to screen share quick your Facebook page.
Okay.
So that.
Hold on,
Oh.
go grab it.
Okay. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see her page? Yeah. Okay. Because I can't see you guys. So. Okay. So. Like.
Can you scroll?
I'm just gonna show you like how her pictures are. So you guys can go and check out the wording, but oh, that was my mom tagging stuff. So, but like you always see, then my mom tagging more stuff. We had a graduation party, so and then me tagging her and stuff. So normally it's not like this.
No. And, like,
Okay, here we go.
Any of that stuff. Like I posted last night about my boyfriend Mike because he's on one of my like I am a girlfriend. He makes me super happy, so I always talk about Mike and how he supports me with coaching and my eating disorder and whatnot. I talk about yesterday I volunteered for massage therapy. I talked about a little bit about that. That was my post where I was literally dancing in front of that mirror. I'm an auntie. And then Liz, want to stop for a second? In that post about, go up a little bit. In that post about me hanging out with Gabby, what did I put? I put, this gym lights up my world. I love being an auntie. Much needed time spent with my big sis, having a couple drinks and talking business goals. Like those, like I'm not, like that's not really invite or anything like that, but people know like I have a business. And obviously they put around, health and fitness. And this one right here, inspirational, be bold, be you, do not be sorry for that. So stoked it's Friday. And literally, like I'm talking about where I was a month ago, I would have been massaging until at least 6 p.m. And that's true. But now get home tired as fuck and ready for bed. Now I'm able to take a half a day and start my weekend early. And they know what I'm talking about because I'm consistently posting about either my health and fitness or my business. And one thing I also want to say is that you're going to get what you post for. If you're always posting about challenge groups, you're always going to attract challengers. So you want to make sure that you're also posting about your training.
Get outside right now. Sorry.
That's okay. So you always want to be talking about trainings and how you're a business mentor. But like if you look at this post right here that Liz has, I think I only have maybe like 15 likes on it. But look at the picture. That is not a good picture of me. Like I'm just, it's not. Being honest, it was a shitty day. Yeah, 13 likes. So it's great that you're posting fitness pictures and whatnot, but like be attractive in them. That's just me. That's how I am. Those are my thoughts on that. And then also with Instagram, you guys need to be doing, oh my gosh, my face is like way up there. That's embarrassing. I did not know that. But with Instagram, you have to be doing the Instagram story. You can look at mine and you have to be freaking consistent with it. I have to put my phone in. Sorry. It's gonna die. But you have to do the Instagram story and be consistent with it. And then you can actually see who's looking at your stuff. And when you do videos and when you are taking pictures, you guys, you always want to smile. Like really smile big and like smile in your videos because that's what people are attracted to. They're attracted to your smile and just your energy, the energy that comes through you when you're talking about these messages and in your pictures. And that's why people are starting to become attracted to me is because I'm giving all of that. Do you guys have Melissa, no, I do not do Facebook story. I only do Facebook messages right now and Instagram. Okay, so this is what I do. I'm just getting new to this, getting back in the swing of things for the business. So I am focusing on strictly Facebook and Facebook messages and building up my Facebook right now. But I am being consistent with Instagram and consistent with my Instagram story. So I am not even building, I'm not focusing on building my Instagram right now because I'm just solely focusing on Facebook and getting a hang of things because otherwise I just get overwhelmed. But I am preparing my Instagram to take off when I'm ready to have that. And I have gotten some people, actually a lot of my friends being like, dude, like your Instagram story helps me so much. And with the Instagram stories, be yourself, be awkward. Liz watched my story the other day and I was like embarrassed while she was watching it. And she's like, yeah, I'm embarrassed for you. And I was like, you know what? F you. I'm doing the Instagram story and I'm building my business. And it actually made me really proud that I was like, I'm doing it and you're not. So just put yourself out there. I really don't know if I have, let's see, who you are is, I don't know, change your hair to your letting music pictures.
Shoot, I muted you, Em. Sorry, I accidentally muted you. I tried to unmute myself, and then I muted you. Samantha, I would go and I would watch her Instagram so that you can get like ideas, as well as Haley Christian. Is it Christians or Christensen?
I think it's Christian.
I'm sure it will come up. So it's Haley Christian or something like that.
Yeah, Emily, can you like write her name down or something? Because I've searched and I'm kind of weirdo if it's not her.
Here, I'll do it right now. Because Em's on her phone, so I'll do it. I'll get it.
Thank you. I did try.
It's totally fine. And like you guys, like this thing was everywhere tonight because I was so nervous. I was like binge eating before the call because I was like freaking out. And my thing is though is just push forward, fail forward, fail hard forward. Because the more stuff not even the more stuff you do, but the more consistent you are, the better you're gonna get, and it's gonna happen. Like when I was supposed to do this call next week, but Nikki had to switch me. And like I said, I was binge eating. Like I wanted to call Liz and like bail on this call because I was so nervous. But it's just gonna make me that much better, and I'm preparing myself for the future. So figure it out. Yeah, that's her. Thanks, Nikki. So just figure it out, and it's all gonna come. Like it's all gonna work. But just remember that your pictures matter. Like your pictures are where it is at. They need to look good. You need to look good in them. Obviously, sometimes don't look good. You know, be yourself and don't obsess over them. But don't just post to post. You have to post with good information, with good content, because this is your business. Your posts are your business. You have to sit down and you actually have to put some time and some good meaning into your post. Otherwise, it's just, you know, like it's just useless. I know once in a while I'll post a post just because I'm still learning, and it's like, but always put something in there because that's where you're gonna attract the people, and people are watching now.
I want to add to that, you guys. Like literally, this is, I believe, the one thing that has made my journey so hard. So I've been a coach for 6.5 years, and I've consistently worked the business, but I've left at a level like I'm a 4-star diamond, where really I should be way higher than that. But it's because I didn't have the quality posts, and not even the quality posts, but I attracted so many people, and I think Nikki can agree with me, but I attracted so many people who were on their journey and who were depressed and who were going through postpartum and and this is all okay, you guys, but I never did I didn't consistently do the where I was and where I am now. Instead, I just focused on, you know, these things that I was struggling with, and it really, really made people come to me that wanted their journey, and of course I want to help them, but they were the people that were never ready for their journey. They were the people that were struggling so hard, and the timing wasn't right. And so it's hard to build a business that way. So when you put your face out there and you're always happy, and you're not talking about, you know, even though you're talking about a depressed state, but you have that big smile on your face, they know that you're not going to go there again. You know, they know that you're going to be there. So I really think I know the quality post, if I would have posted like this the past 6 years, game changer, like complete game changer. But we fail forward, you guys. We learn and we fail forward, and there's going to be things that you do so wrong, but there's going to be things you do right as well. And there's going to be those things that you do wrong are things that you can go and teach your coaches in the long run what not to do. So that's one other thing I want. Be teachable. So there's so many people who jump on these calls. They are on all the calls, and yet they don't apply the things because they do the one, you know, they do what they have in their mind. But it's so important. Mason, I told you to keep her outside. You're not listening very well. Sorry, his girlfriend's over here, so it's like, okay.
She's not my girlfriend.
Okay.
Ava O is my girlfriend.
So anyways, yeah, this is my life. Like, shift work, my husband's gone. I have like 5 minutes, so if you just go, but if you stay here, I have like a half an hour. So I suggest you take her out. So anyways, what was I gonna say? Crap, I lost my train of thought. Thanks. Yeah, I completely lost it. Sorry, guys. But yeah. Okay, have anything else to add?
No, I don't know that besides, like, this is literally what I have. Can you see that, Liz?
Nope. I see a wall. Oh, there, a little bit down further. Okay, now you gotta zoom in. Zoom in closer. Can you just read it to us?
It just says, don't be a bitch, focus, and just start. You guys, whatever it is, just do it. And try not to miss a day, because if you miss a day, then it's just going to feel icky the next day. So, yeah, and check out Haley, follow my stuff. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I want to get better at these calls. So
you did great. Quick question. Oh, Melissa has a question. Go ahead, Melissa.
Oh, don't forget what you were gonna say.
No, I won't. I got this one.
So, but okay, but Emily, you killed it. You're fine. You did awesome. Seriously. And I think for me and everyone else that might feel this way, I'm still figuring out Snapchat like beyond what my 10-year-old tells me to do. And then I'm assuming Instagram story is very similar. Is it like that? Because I don't understand that shit. I just tried to send you, is this a sexy face, Emily? But I didn't want to post it to everybody. So, that's going to take me some time. But if you have any suggestions on a how-to video, did you just go to YouTube, or you learned everything through
on how to Instagram? Are you on how
stupid stories? Like, I gotta know what to post. Like the stories versus what ends up in your feed. Because stories, I'm assuming, is like it's not there all the time. I don't know how it works. I gotta do my homework.
So the Instagram story is there for 24 hours. So so like a lot of times I get up in the morning, I'll take a picture of like my pillow that I meditate on, and I'll say meditate prayer. Sometimes I don't, and I'll just say like routine as fuck or whatever. And then I go sit down and I do my personal development, and I take my E. So sometimes I'll take a picture with me in my E&E, or the picture of a quote from my book, and I'll be like, go pre-workout or whatever. Some days I don't. It just depends. And then a lot of mornings I'll take a video and say like, oh, today is, or like, my hair sucks today. Like, I'm just being really honest. And it's 6 in the morning. I'm tired and I feel like this workout, but I gotta do it because I gotta show up. And I'll be like, I'll show you guys some moves for my workout. So then I will, I do my whole workout, and then after that, I go back and I put on music on Spotify, and then you go in Instagram, and then you can go to the story, and if you swipe over, like, you'll have to play with it, but if you swipe over on Instagram, on the story thing, it says hands free, and you can press the button and record a video with using your hand. So,
just an FYI with that, you do have to update the app. If you don't update the app, that's not available. So I didn't have that until I updated the app. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about the other day.
Okay. So then I'll do like 3 moves, like 2 or 3 moves of my workout. Or like today I didn't do one because I was like, it's yoga, and I'm not gonna show you guys yoga because I suck at yoga, and I'm just being honest with the people. And then after that, I'm like, holy shit, that workout sucked. Or like, guys, like, I don't even know if I like working out anymore, but I do this because of my badass boot camp. And then I will tell them what is in my boot camp. Like, you work out, we drink a superfood Shakeology, and you get me as your coach. And you want to lose 5 to 15 pounds, reach out. And sometimes I'll say, like, swipe up, because if you swipe up, then they can direct message you right there. And then you can just do some shots throughout your day, like what your day looks like and who you want to attract to you. Another girl does, like she does like some more life stuff, like in her Instagram story, so people can actually see like what she does in her life and her routine, that kind of thing. So I like I said, like fail forward and just start doing it, because then you're just gonna start attracting those people to you. I mean, I have like on a consistent base, probably like 50 people watch my Instagram story daily. And I haven't even reached out to them yet because it overwhelms me. And I'm sticking to Facebook right now. But I have people come to me and tell me, hey, I love your Instagram story. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so awkward. That's so embarrassing because it's so embarrassing. But yeah, and then you do the same pic for IG story as what you post on IG. No, you can't. At least if you can, I don't know. Well, sometimes, okay, I lied. Sometimes I do, because like today when I was doing yoga, I went through, today when I was doing yoga, or after I did my yoga, I took a video of myself dancing, and it says, that was my last post. It said day 21 out of 21, and I took screenshots of that. And yes, that was one of my posts, because I was just not in the right mindset to take another picture, and I was just kind of like, screw it. So most of the time it's not, but sometimes it is. And either way, I don't think it really matters, just as long as the picture's good.
So I have a question for you guys. Okay, first, was this good for you guys? Like, do you guys feel like you have more confidence with posting now and ways to do inviting? Okay, awesome. Now, second thing, and this is completely off topic, but is anybody at like a burnout mode where they're just like, they feel like they've been working and haven't like gone anywhere, and they're just like tired? Anybody feel that way? Couple? Okay. I just went through one. Melissa also just went through one, and that's why I feel like it's super important for me to talk about real quick. But you guys will go through burnout times. You will go through times where all of a sudden, like, you feel like your family life is crashing down, or you feel like your work life is crashing down, or your business is crashing down, or you like want to kill your kids because that's crashing down. It's because it's hard to balance everything. So there will be moments in this business, and lots of them, and there is even Mindy Wender calls me all the time, and she's like, Liz, like, I need your help. I'm stressed to the max. And I mean, I'm like, dude, like, well, you help me, I can't help you. But it's super important, and I'm actually really good at it now. I wasn't a few years ago, but now I'm really good at it, to take a step back in order to move forward. Melissa took 2 days off, and she spent it with her family and her husband, and now she's like soaring. I mean, look at her. She has 10 Success Club points underneath her husband and 8 underneath her. And she took 2 days off, you guys. But what did she do? She refocused on the area that needed to be refocused on, which was her family and her marriage. And now that that's strong, she feels like she can balance it better. And of course, next, it might be something else that she has to focus on. But it's super, super, super important that if you're feeling like you're not balanced in a certain area, oh my God, can you guys hear these kids? Or, oh, sorry. Mason, shut that door. Gabby, shut that door. The whole neighborhood's like right outside the door. But it's super important that you do take those 2 days to step back and reflect and know that the only thing that you have to make sure is that you know that you're in this for life, that you're not quitting. So you can take that step back, and then you can shoot yourself forward with the business. So if you ever get to that point where your life feels like it's crashing down in all areas, please take a step back and focus on that area that it's crashing down on, but only do it for a day or two. Because if you fall out of your routine and your consistency, and I'm not saying don't post, because you have to post. You have to post. But like Melissa, I'm sure you guys saw, it was all family and her husband for 2 days. And then she got back in, and she, you know, she put those struggles out in front of everybody too, and said how she needed to take a step back because, you know, she needed that time with her family. So if you feel that way, you won't go anywhere in the business if you feel like you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. If you're stressed in the business, you won't go anywhere. You're going to be like a mouse on the peddler. That's so not what the thing is called, but you understand, where you just keep going and going and going and you're not getting anywhere. That's where you're going to be. So it's so key for you to do that. Okay, is all that being answered, or do I need to go through and read this stuff?
There was a couple questions you might want to look at.
Okay. Let's see here.
There was one question for me, if I do an Instagram story every day. Yes, I do an Instagram story every day, especially when I'm working out, because I'm being consistent with my program. I'm showing up with my program. Sometimes it's not as long as others. Sometimes I'll just take pictures. But I just know that the more I do it, more people are going to see it. It's going to attract people to me. And like today, I did just a couple short ones just because it was yoga, and I don't do yoga videos because I suck at yoga. I didn't feel like.
Okay, how do you balance your posts? I told Melissa the same exact thing. I take well, during school time, it was from when Mason got home at 3, he had the duty to have the kids for a full hour, and then after that hour, I was unplugged from like 5:30 until there was a team call, or until I had a call, and that was after 8. And then if I had a call, that was like from 8 to 9, and then from 9 to like 9 to 10:30, that Dan knew that was his time. So for you if you know, with no kids, you can balance it different and take those 3 hours for supper time. And I think Melissa can vouch for this too. I have always been big. If you have kids, I've always been big, and not even just kids. If you're married too, and Emily might say the same thing. Get and sit at the dinner table and put your phone in a drawer. Now, your spouse might not do it at first, and that's okay. Don't be on him and be like, hey, get off that phone. We're at the dinner table, because he's going to be like, where's this coming from? But we have dinner, and for 2 weeks, we did not have dinner at the dinner table. And I'm like, that's my thing. Like, we have dinner at the dinner table, but it got chaotic. Now, we had dinner at the dinner table 2 days ago. And honestly, like our whole life, like our whole night was like heaven. Like everything was so like, everybody was nice to each other. There was no fighting. We all got to communicate. My husband was great. I think dinner time is key for you guys to unplug, to have that time with either your spouse, with your kids, or even just alone time, just to completely unplug and be able to think straight. Because if you're on your phone from, like, I guarantee if you're on your phone from the time you get off of work, or say like 4 o'clock until 8 or 9 o'clock, you're not doing your work, because it's just too much. Where it's almost like the slots are better. Like Emily said, she does 20-minute time slots. That's basically what I do too, because that's what I have, is like 30 minutes is about. I do, like, I get a sitter for twice a week for 4 hours, but I still only do like 20-minute slots. And then I work on busy work, like creating pictures, creating the shout outs for the week, that kind of stuff, like working on posts, things like that. But I never get stuck into like the social media aspect for long, because it will suck you, and you can't really, you're not even really working, I guess you can say. So really, like, having that schedule and the communication behind like with your spouse is key. Like, this is when I'm going to work. This is when it's your time. And they'll learn to respect your business even more when you come together. And honestly, I would sit down with them and say, you know, what time would you like me to work my business, and what time would you like me to have like our time? Because it is so important to have your time, but it's also important that they know what your goals are with this business, so that they can respect your time with it. Because if they don't respect it, and one other thing that I did that I don't want you guys to do is I told my husband like these big goals. And I mean, if you have big goals, please tell him, but make sure that you're going to follow through with those goals, because I had these big goals that I told him, like, and honestly, juggling 3 kids by myself, basically, because he worked shift work. It was just breastfeeding for 20 months that I did not expect to do. Like, it was just not my reality. But then he didn't take my word serious because I wasn't hitting those goals. So if you tell your spouse, hey, I'm going to make this full time, but yet you're struggling to even like add a coach, or you're struggling to do your power hour, then they're not going to respect your time. They're going to feel like you're playing on Facebook because they're not seeing anything out of it. So it's super important to let them know what your goals are, and to come together and come up with a schedule for you so that you have that family time. Because if you, okay, like for me, when I went like all in and I literally worked 24/7 on my business because I had such a big goal, I hit that goal and it wasn't even exciting because I had nobody to celebrate with. Because I pushed my husband away because I was on my phone the whole time. I pushed my family away. I think Emily can vouch for this. Like, I'd go to my mom's and she would ride me because I was on my phone the whole time. So I pushed the people that were closest away. And then when I hit that goal, I had nobody to like celebrate. Like, they're like, oh, well, I figured you would because that's all you do. Or, wow, it took you that long. So it's super important that you do this as a team, you know, with your family, and you let them know exactly how much time you need and when you're going to give them your time. Okay, Lindsay said, I've got a coach that wants to take a 3-week break but wants to be in this forever. Advice on how I can convince her not to stop that long. She has a team under her. Yeah, if she stops, her team's going to stop. Like, I mean, I took like 4 months off, and look at our team is running right now. Why? Because I'm running, because, you know, your coaches are running. That's why the momentum is going. You take a 3 weeks like stop, then your coaches are going to take a 3-week stop, and then you have to rebuild that momentum. So you might want to just explain that, or have her jump on this call, send her the recording. But it's so key to not take that break, because then you're going to be playing catch up and the wheel's going to be going. It's okay to take a couple days off, for sure, but you have to get right back in it. And do the base, tell her just to do the basic of posting, and of doing, you know, going down to like 3. Instead of doing 26 like Emily's doing because she's freaking running with it, then do like 3 of each step instead of doing the whole 26. Now, I suggest you guys, because you guys are all on this call and rock stars, you need to do that 26. But if you're in that burnout mode where you're like, dude, I'm going to take a month off, just tell her, no, take 2 days off and go to where you feel like you're unbalanced or where you're unhappy with. Give that time and then come back. And try and get her on our calls. I mean, well, you're under Brooke too. Brooke's running calls. So, but the Zooms, like, make sure she's on the Zooms, because I don't know about you guys, but when I get on Zoom, like, I won't sleep tonight. I will work all night long because I'm excited. Well, I don't have to give my spouse any time tonight because he's not here. I actually like when he works nights because then I can just work all night long. Lindsay, I hope that helped. Let me know if not.
And a lot of personal development. Have her do a lot of personal development.
Yeah, on those days, yeah, take those. If you guys do take 2 days off, like, dial it. Like, I have audiobooks that are 2 hours long, and so I'll just listen to a whole audio throughout, like, my blocks of my chores. So when I shower, I listen to audio. When I do my makeup, which doesn't happen often, but it's gonna start because I need to for my posts. So when I do my makeup, I listen to audio when I'm doing dishes, because I have to do dishes every day. Even if it's loading it in the dishwasher, I still have to do it. I don't have anybody else to do that for me. So I listen to audio books. And when I'm folding laundry, hate that job, that's when I'm listening to audio, and it helps me get through those chores that I don't like doing. When I mow the grass outside, I listen to audio. Sometimes I have to switch it up. Like, I'm not saying do 4 hours straight of a personal development book, because you're not going to get anything out of it. That's like the same with the time slots for working. do 20 minutes or 10 minutes even, and then switch it up. Put some gangster rap music on, because that will fuel you. I'm all about shaking booty, you guys, and when you're shaking your booty, you're telling your nervous system that it likes it. So if you hate doing invites, if you hate doing challenge invites, if you hate posting, shake your booty, turn on music, because you're going to learn to love it, because you're telling your nervous system that you enjoy it. So, all right, we have been on a long time, but hey, you guys, we got a lot out of this one. Anybody have any other questions, or should we just ask them in the Facebook page? And like Melissa said, that's one good point, because Craig Holiday always tells us this. She posted, and guess what? When I fell off the business and my coaches fell off, she said, and guess what? The surrounding you built builds your ass back up so much. Be human. It's so true. Just because your business falls off doesn't mean it can't come back up. But here's the difference. When you're hustling like I did for 4 years, and then I kind of fell off a little bit, I had built a residual income where my income didn't drop because of my hustle before. But you have to create that hustle. Now, don't get me wrong. I had moments of crash, but I got right back up with it, and so did my coaches. And lots of my coaches fell off. Like, I'm not going to say that, I mean, some of my coaches on here have come back because they've seen my consistent. They're like, oh, dude, this is doable. So it's super, like, just so you guys know that it is okay if you fall off and your coaches fall off, that you will be able to come back, but then you're going to redo it all over again. But I want you guys to realize that your hustle is going to create a residual income, and then you can take that time off because you've created a solid business where you can do that, and then you're just going to have to, jump right back up. Okay, I have more questions. Nicole goes all DMX. Who's all going for rank advancement this week? Yeah, Thursday. That's right. Good job on reminding me. Jeez. Thursday is the deadline to hit Emerald to work with us on our Diamond push. And we're going to do whatever it takes to get you guys to Diamond. We're going to match exactly what you do. And I mean, we're going to give it to you guys. Like, you guys are going to hit Diamond. So you have to be Emerald by Thursday so that you guys can get in on this. And all it is it's a mindset shift. Like, jump on that Emerald call. Oh, here comes Mason. Jump on that Emerald call that we did last week and just dial it in. If you don't know how to hit Emerald, go to YouTube and post in how to hit Emerald as a success or as a Beachbody coach, and tons of trainings will come out. Find somebody you like, look at their profile and be like, oh, I could connect with her. Like Emily goes for pink-haired Beachbody coaches. Like, you got to find who you tracked with. So just find one that has lots of views underneath it and go with it, because you'll connect to what they're saying if you connect to them. All right, we are leaving here. So you guys are going to be Emerald by Thursday. You can do it. I believe in you. You just got to believe in yourself and do it. So, all right, take care, everybody. 1 second, Brian. Huh?